Trying to make a little tutorial video from what I've read online. This is a 1997 dr650se, and I have just fitted the tm40 millimeter mikuni pumper carb, or accelerator pump carb on it. Everybody's been asking on the forums how to adjust it, and from what I've read, this is what I figured out. So this little, if you can see my finger get back in here, that little screw right there, that affects the starting of the pump. So the more you recede it out, the later the pump goes like on when you give it throttle. If you can watch it move, because the throttle cables aren't hooked up. So if you can kind of see it, right, you can see it move right there, the arm. So the more you go in, the later the pump gets affected. The more you go out on the screw or counterclockwise, the screw, it's gonna, what's it called, make the pump come on earlier, or at least do the little bit of squirt extra fuel in there. There's another adjustment that everybody's been wondering. It's this top little guy here. It's got a little Allen head screw in it. Honestly, you can move it with your finger. This is how, when you want the pump to shut off, and it's a little arm that comes down. You can't really see it from this angle, but it basically comes down on top of the pump, so when this thing rotates, you'll watch the white plastic piece stop, and that acts as a stopper. So watch, so it rotates, hit stop, but the arm still keeps going for the slide. So that's the other adjustment. From what I've read, it says you want it to come on about 1/5 of throttle. Some say 1/8, so I kind of got it somewhere in the middle from guesstimation, because there's no really way to tell how much throttle you have open. It's all kind of guessing. So I have it coming on at like roughly between 1/8 and 1/5 of throttle, and then it shuts off around 1/2 to 2/3 from what I've read. I don't know if that's correct. This is just forum posts, because there's not much info on these freaking carbs. So if you can see, it kicks on, that's about 1/2 to somewhere, and then they got the other 1/2 right there where it's not moving at all, and then it kicks back off. So hopefully that's right. I was getting too rich of a problem on my bike. It was flooding the plugs out, so it was dying on me and stuff, because just too rich. So I moved the needle, moved it up a notch on the clip so it'd make it leaner, and I'm rocking right now a 22.5 Pilot Jet and a 150 main. Other than that, I had a little bog right off idle, and so I'm hoping that'll fix it. But other than that, this carb is an absolute must. I mean, the upgrade is ridiculous on it. I mean, it's just pulls like crazy. So highly recommend it. I just modded this bracket right here to fit the stock cables. A lot of people don't recommend doing that. It's worked fine for me. I've been down to San Diego twice on it, and it's done just fine. Pro Cycle sells the kit. It's all pre-done and everything, which is great. Go that route if you want, but it cost me 20 bucks for the 2 jets I needed from what I've read, because I got an exhaust on mine. And the carb was 240 shipped to my door, so like 260, and I'm using all the stock shit on it. So other than that, it's a cool mod. Hopefully this figures out my little bit of a bog issue right off throttle. So I'm hoping it's just a too rich condition, because the plugs were jet black. So hopefully I'm going to lean out the Pilot a little bit on the air fuel mixture screw and stuff, and just keep tooling with it. But just wanted to show the 2 adjustments. The little white plastic guy right there with the screw coming through it, you can see it right there. That's the one adjustment. And the second adjustment's this little guy. You got to take the top cover off. So other than that, that should be both the adjustments, at least the 2 I could figure out online. So anyways, hope this helps.